Some observations about the Aslama, Allama and Jahada families. The present tenses start with a U sound and have a E sound, that is a kasra on the Ain letter, which is the second last letter. So Aslama in present tense becomes Yuslimu. Allama becomes Yuallimu. And Jahada becomes Yujahidu. All ism files in all the big families have a mu beginning and a kasra on the ain letter. So Aslama is Muslimun. And similarly, we have Muallimun, Mujahidun, Muta'allimun, and Mutasailun. So the ism fa'il can be made by taking the ya from the present tense and putting a mu there instead. In the two families yata'allamu and yatasa'alu, we have to make sure that along with mu in the beginning, we also put a kasra on the ain letter. So it becomes muta'allimun and mutasa'ilun. The past passive, which is the first word in the second line, is always dominated by the u-e sound. There can be many u's and only one e sound. So for aslama, it becomes uslima. Similarly, for the other words, it is ullima, juhida, tu'ullima, tusu'ila. You will notice that the last letter stays a sound because it is based on page 33, which is the nahwa and not the sarf. The present passive in all families, which is the second word in the second line, is dominated by the u-a sound. There is one u sound and there can be as many a sounds as needed. So for aslama, it is yuslamu. Similarly, for the other families, yu'allamu, yujahadu, yuta'allamu, yutasa'alu. The ism maf'ul, which is the last word in the second line, is a copy of number 5 except with a mu instead of a ya and a tanween at the end. So it is muslamun and so on. The commands for aslama, jahada and allama families can be made quickly but using the past tense, ending it with a sukoon and changing the ain letter from a fatha to a kasra. So aslama, to make a command, it's aslim. Jahada, jahid. Allama, allim. For the ta'allama and the tasa'ala families, the command can be quickly made by simply changing the past tense to a sukoon ending. So ta'allama becomes ta'allam. Tasa'ala becomes tasa'al. A quick way to make the forbidding fi'l for the aslama, jahada and allama families is to take the command and add tu along with la. So aslim becomes la tuslim. Jahid becomes la tujahid. Allim becomes la tuallim. A quick way to make forbidding for the ta'allama and the tasa'ala families is to take the command and add an extra ta at the beginning. So ta'allam becomes la tata'allam. Tasa'al becomes la tatasa'al.